Hello everybody, Ryan here with Natural Aquariums, and today we're looking at my 90-gallon tank that I had set up for the Discus. Since setting up this tank in this room, I've noticed it's become one of the warmer, more humid rooms in the house. This tank sits in my office with one other tank, 20-gallon tank that I don't believe I've shown you on the channel yet. So be sure to subscribe if you want to check that out. I'm sure I'll be making a video about it as well. As you can see, Discus are cichlids and they can get ornery, and this yellow pigeon blood, he's definitely the orneriest one that I have. But nobody's got any damage, just a little harassment. Once we get the tank more scaped, there'll be some breaks in the line of sight that should help more. But today, like I said, I wanted to address this big open top we have here. So there's a lot of surface area where water is evaporating. I filled this tank pretty much to the rim here less than a week ago, and you can see how much water is evaporated. So went out today and got this piece of plexiglass. Got this piece at my local hardware store. It was about, I think it was about $10, so maybe even less than that. Probably about $7 or so. Also got this little guy right here, a handle for it. Gonna end up changing these screws out though. I've used handles like this and just drilled the acrylic before. You can also, just drill a little hole into it, so somewhere to grab it from the edges. What tends to happen is these screws here are made out of carbon steel and not stainless steel, so they end up rusting. So what I've done in the past is just put a little silicone sealant over the top of them. Or what I'm probably going to do in this case, since I need some shorter screws anyways, is just get some stainless steel screws. You see this piece of acrylic here is only an eighth of an inch thick, so these screws are a little long for it anyways. This is made to go on a cabinet. So I'm going to pause the video here for a second, peel off this protective film that they put on here, and then throw it on the tank and we'll check it out. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I got that peeled off. Also just wiped it down real quick. Don't want any contaminants to get into the tank, but peeled it off, wiped it down, threw it on top here, and I mean, you can already see how much condensation's building up on that. So that is the other concern here, is that condensation will build up on the surface here and then find its way off to the edges. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this, especially on the back side here. We don't want any water going down behind the tank. So if that's the case, I may end up bonding some sort of little rim in there to have the water drip down off that lowest portion, rather than building up across the edge and getting outside of the tank. So something to keep an eye out for when you do this project. If you have any questions or comments or any advice for me to help me out with a project like this, feel free to make those comments below. Otherwise, appreciate you checking out my video. Say hello to your fish and have a good day.